So it's November the 20th, and yeah, I'm about to settle on down, even though it's like 9:30. I probably won't fall asleep right now, but just gonna settle it on down. Lord, when was the last time I got in my jacuzzi? I don't know if I got in my jacuzzi during the time last month where I was still talking to my daughter or before. Because again, it just started acting up, and so I hadn't got in there. So things change, and then you have to do some different routines, which is fine. I always say God divinely interrupt my life. I don't really want nobody else to interrupt and disrupt my life. Seriously, like I don't. If you're not used by God and sent by God, then you need to stay away from me. But and even though that was one of my comfort zones, where I was getting in my jacuzzi and just chilling out. Well, not literally chilling out, but now that it's cold outside, shoot, ain't no telling how it's gonna be. But and that's if I get it up and going. I know it's 31 degrees tonight. I see people already got their Christmas lights up and stuff. But yeah, 31 degrees tonight. And I felt that thing. It's brick for real. Um, I got a couple things to say, but anyway, I like breathing in this crisp brick air, cool air. But yeah, y'all can't see too much of anything. That's the neighbors, so-called neighbors' little ratchet house. Guess they still up. But yeah, I ain't been outside in days, really. I just really been laying it down. Laying low. Like you say, you better lay low. Anyway, I just wanted to feel a little bit of air. I don't do too much talking, because you never know, somebody could be lurking and us get to talking and they out there. And I mean, I hope you ain't sitting out there and it's freezing like this, because it's just cold. But I just still had mixed emotions regarding that DB case. No, I do not agree with what he did. Hold on. Hold on. Turn them lights off in there. When you're done, make sure you close that computer down, shut it down, log it off, and at least turn that light off that's over the sink. Hey, where's that phone at? That new phone? Oh, is it dead? That is some good battery. Why are they beating him up? Okay, so I'm just looking for the charger for this. For the charger, because then I can speak some more on what I was about to say. Because yeah, I don't agree with him or anything like that, but it was some comments that stood out to me on one of these videos that I watched, and it made sense to me. I'm gonna read them fully. I don't necessarily gotta mention the person or the channel who stated these things, but I want to read these because it was so interesting. And it's kind of, sometimes I can't formulate the words of what I'm really trying to say or articulate it, but I can see it and know, hey, that's like something that's kind of what I agree with, or something that I don't agree with, but it just stands out to me. Okay, so I'm having a hard time getting this charger in. Hey, Bell, I didn't even leave on a boy. Wouldn't be able to get in. No, I'm just playing. We don't need to go there with them jokes right now, but anyway. So yeah, just mixed emotions about the whole thing. Um, then of course when his baby mama starts telling her side of the story as far as what he did to her, cause it wasn't just about the victims and stuff like that, but baby mama started telling stuff. I do at least consider her feelings. I'm not even saying that I'm fully siding with her. I can say, at least from what she's describing and what it sounds like, I know I can relate to being a victim or being victimized by, the person that you're in that relationship with and not being respected or, being abused and all type of other stuff. But sometimes I still even feel, I'm just wiser now, so now I know that everything is not what it appears. And even if some people appear to be a victim, honey, I'm talking about even if some people is in the grave and they appeared that, and it seems that, oh, they didn't deserve that. You do not know what them people deserved because you was not there every minute of every second of every day of their life. Do you know if they stole something from somebody? Do you know if they did something to somebody? And do you know if that's not what that they didn't, that it didn't come back on them in that type of way? Do you know that there's people out here that do subtle things? And I mean, and I can use this thing for example. I don't want to bring it up for the rest of my life, but it's something that I'm just not going to forget my whole life. I'm already knowing um how, oh, what's his name's mom did what she did regarding my especially my older son, but even ultimately both of my kids. And it was just offensive to me. It was offensive to me, and it was in a more subtle way. And that's why I speak on, I'm not gonna say every chance I get, but I speak about it because it's like it happened. And now she's deceased, but you probably had people at her funeral. I mean, I'm guessing she didn't die by the hands of another person, but you had people that was that had sympathy and stuff like that. And it was just something so amazing to me when it was one lady said, "Oh wow, these are all significant deaths." And when she said that, I was like, "Yeah, yeah." Other people couldn't see that and know that these were significant deaths that happened around this person because I was involved with him. And I was like, "Yep, you hit it on the money." Baby, when I tell you, I almost wish I could talk to that lady because she could see things. But other people do not try to look. And I'm not even saying you got to look deep. You just got to know. You got to know God. You have to have a spirit of discernment and, be able to to read. And that type of comprehension is, and understanding is different and is better than just on a natural level. Oh, I got all the details. I got all the quote unquote facts. So this is what happened. This is what it appears you did, and this is what I'm gonna say that you did. And that's why I'm really sitting there side eyeing the judge who was. I'm side eyeing and more that judge who was sitting in the seat judging him. And so I just leave it at that. Then of course the people who came up after, and oh gosh, some of them, their faces was nasty, their countenance was nasty. You could tell they just some of the nastiest people out here. And of course, yeah, you got a situation now. Honestly, even with, oh, what's his name? He stood in front of a judge at one point in time, and it was like that judge took in, and that you could tell that judge was. I'm not gonna say that judge ain't but basically not sugar honey iced tea. And you could tell that he was just waiting for you could it was just something sinister about him. That's what I'm gonna say. But of course, when what's his name told him, well, I lost my mom, I lost this, I lost that. That's when that judge, he didn't have necessarily have compassion for him, but he was like, oh, yeah. That's definitely a reason why you would miss some payments in this. So you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's good to give him grace or whatever it is. I don't know. But I was appalled and I was offended because I'm just like, baby, if that was a probably a God fearing person, not to take that away from him, but I just don't think that he was, but a God fearing person as a judge, they would be able to have discernment and God would be able to help that person to judge that person righteously. Okay, you lost your mom and this, that, and the third, but what are you not saying? You telling me that, but what are you not saying? What's the other? You know what I'm saying? So he used that, and I felt like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I felt disgusted, at least for a second. I did, I did feel a slight compassion as well, even though I was again the victim of what he had going on, the manipulation, the mind games, and all of that. I felt slight compassion because I'm like, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't feel a type of way that the person is gone that once carried them in their womb and raised them and reared them and stuff like that, of course. But you already know, and I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, so I'm just having mixed emotions, man. These are, definitely my personal opinions and beliefs and things like that, but I'm just putting a little bit of it out there. But it's some stuff that's really when I watch stuff like that, it's stuff that bothers me about different parties in these cases, even the baby mama and stuff like that, because I see some stuff about her, but you know, maybe this is giving her some relief, and this is God giving her a chance to like change her life around and stuff like that. I just feel like she's not as, oh shoot, I forgot I got to do this. She's not as innocent as she's not portraying even to be innocent, but she's definitely not too much, what is it, she's not too much less guilty. I don't know if I didn't say it the right way, than he is on whatever else he's guilty on, whatever he's guilty about. um so, and I just look at it like that, and that's just real. And then I be side eyeing because yes, it do be Caucasian folks all just sitting in the judgment seat of black folks. And some of them use that as opportunities, not maybe the judges, but even some of the jury, they use that as opportunities to still mask their racism and stuff like that and just let it come out. Oh, this is the perfect opportunity. But the thing about it is, God knows how you truly feel. God knows that you taking this as an opportunity to come at somebody because you're a hateful person, not because of not really what they did, but because and that's what I could see on them people. Like they were really, some of them are hateful people. Some of them really was sad and because they lost their loved one, but some people was, man, it was just weird to me, and I'm not for that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not for him plowing down and don't, you know what I'm saying, doing what he did to folks or whatever, but I still don't even feel like it was deliberate. Did I feel like he might have felt some type of satisfaction about it? Probably even for a split second. I do because of how he was talking before, but I don't think that was intentional. I think whatever he had going on with old girl, and see, and that's another reason why I feel like, oh, girl, he just had left with dealing with her. Oh, Jesus. I'm telling you. And I don't even be saying Jesus these days. I ain't even lie. It's not that I don't believe him and I don't call him, but it comes out my mouth a different way. But when God allowed it to come out like that, I'm telling you, it's something different, man. Because sometimes somebody can get into it with somebody or even be involved with somebody, and that thing can cause that person to act out. And the other person is more subtle and they, you know what I'm saying, they're not even act out, but, act on something, and it could cause that person to be more in the spotlight. And I've dealt with that as well. And again, I'm not gonna say that lady is not, she wasn't victimized by him, but I think, like he said, God knows the truth. And then, yeah, if I can just get my behind on here, then I will be able to read the comments that I'm trying to read. I mean, duh, girl. So that just stood out and just made sense to me. At least one. Oh man.